Hello, Chad Owen with Retirement Realize Agents Academy. I've been getting some questions lately about how do you do all you do as one person. And as you guys know, if you follow me on LinkedIn or Facebook, you can see I'm heavily involved in mentorship programs with young men and men, teaching them how to basically mentor others. I have a ladies group that I meet with, once again, kind of mentoring them as well. I'm heavily involved in financial aspects. In other words, basically I lead a class called Economics to Godonomics. I've written 2 books. I'm heavily involved, obviously, in the annuity world, training agents. And I, of course, number one, am very involved with my family and making sure I have family time and I'm able to take vacations. Last year we were able to take a little over 14 weeks off and just vacation time, family time, doing things together. And this year's going to be the same. And the answer is actually easy. I'm very good at delegation. In other words, if I'm not an expert in something, or I know someone can do it faster and more efficient than me, then I'll actually hire that out to be done. And make sure there's areas that don't waste time. In other words, if I can do something that takes me 2 hours, but I could hire someone for a lot less than what I make to do it in an hour, obviously I'm going to get that done. One of the greatest things I ever did was hire an executive assistant. She takes care of all the financial things. Anytime I need something done immediately, she's right there to take care of it. She makes sure I have all my brochures, all my applications. She makes sure all that's taken care of. And those are things I used to do before that, quite frankly, wasted a lot of time. I remember when I was training her, she kept going, and you do that too, and you do that too, and you do that too. And I started to wonder, well, no wonder I have 16, 17-hour days, because I get done running appointments and I'm having to make sure I have all the right applications. I have to make sure I have all the right brochures and things like that. And she's able to take care of all of that. And by the time I was done training her, I felt so overwhelmed because I didn't realize I was actually doing so many things that was taken away from my number one focus, which was what? Writing business. And then, of course, throughout the day and Mondays and Fridays, I'm training agents. I'm talking to you guys. I'm reaching out. I'm responding to emails because I've designated those days. So I delegate the things that I know people are better at than me. And then number 2, I'm very deliberate in my time. I don't waste a lot of time on social media. I don't waste time watching a lot of TV. I'm very deliberate. If it's a Saturday or Sunday, you're not going to find me just sitting on the couch watching a TV show or watching sports, because there's so many other things I can do, like taking my son over to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever and working on a project together. You know, these are things we can do very deliberate in our time, having family come over and we can hang out on Sundays, just hanging out and enjoying each other, obviously taking the vacations. These are things that I'm very deliberate in my time. I have the saying, seconds count. And when you think about that, in everything we do, seconds count. Making the right decision for the client at the right time can help them understand what the benefit of the product is. It meets their immediate need. Making sure we have the right illustrations, seconds count. Making sure we're spending time with our family, seconds count. So we have to be very deliberate with our time and make sure we're efficient. And then all of a sudden you're finding all your time is you're not constantly go. And I find myself actually doing it at times where I get incredibly busy. But once again, most of the stuff I'm doing is deliberate and it's purposeful. It's not a waste of time. It's still fun. I still enjoy it. I love running appointments. I hate making phone calls. But once again, if I don't make phone calls, how am I going to get appointments? And so I have to be careful on where my time is being wasted. So why don't you this week, maybe over the weekend, just take some time and write out what you normally do during the week. See what could be delegated. See how deliberate you are with your schedule. I have a to-do list that I work on. It's 3 columns. I have a delegated, I have a working on, I have a completed. And it's kind of like the old school Stephen Covey type deals where you prioritize what you're going to do. But it's all on one side I have business, on one side it's personal. And actually, if you want, put your message me your email address and I will send you that to-do list for free. And in that way, you might be able to, it might be a tool to help you get going. You do not have to be a part of the academy for that. That's just something private message me your email address and I will include that list for free. It'll be blank, it'll be a template, and you can really use it and see how effective it is when you tell your time what to do, not your time telling you what to do. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Happy selling.